A massive wildfire has firefighters and homeowners preparing for the worst. Dozens of structures have burned to the ground. The flames north of Mountain Home torched more than 175 square miles of land. We're going straight to the big story with today's 6 on Your Side.
The Elk Complex is just one of the fires burning in southern Idaho, but it is the most destructive.
And tonight it is still, Don, burning out of control and only about 10% contained. Reporter Mike Sharp begins our live team coverage. Mike, what's the very latest?
You mentioned the fact that this is close to 112,000 acres at this point. Just yesterday, it was 98,000 acres. So that should tell you how quickly this fire is growing. And firefighters are doing everything they can to try to keep the home safe. You may not be able to see it, but there's a little bit of a breeze where I am now, and I'm quite a ways away from the fire. But as you get closer to the fire, that breeze picks up. And what firefighters are doing is trying to use that breeze to their advantage. And they're conducting what's called a burnout operation, something we told you a little bit about yesterday, to try to create just an open space between the fire and some of those homes. I spoke with a fire information officer about that strategy today.
They're working it in that direction using these burnout operations. They're burning a line out between the structures on the west side of the road and the actual fire line.
Of course, they believe if they can pull this strategy off, they'll be able to keep more homes from burning. Michelle mentioned 71 buildings have burned down at this point. They're not releasing how many of those buildings may have actually been homes. I'm told the sheriff's office at this point is going through and making sure they kind of calculate each different structure that was burned and then notify the people who owned it. I mentioned the wind. Now, when the wind is helping the firefighters, it can just as easily hurt the firefighters. That's something they're concerned about today, especially. The temperatures have gone up. There's a very low humidity. So if that wind changes, the burnout operations could turn out a little bit more difficult.
All right, Mike, we appreciate you being live for us tonight. We'll check back in.